In this video, we're going to create some shows. And with Hiro, we have 3 ways to automatically create a show and 1 way to create a show from scratch. So you can create a show from scratch, or you can automatically import shows either from YouTube, from an RSS feed, or from another Hiro customer using a share code. So let's start with just creating one from scratch. And first you need a title, you need the name of the creator, and some cover art. Now there's a few ways to add cover art. We have a cover art creator, or you can upload your own, or you can use AI to help you create some cover art. I'm going to go ahead and upload some. Let me just grab a cover art here. There we go. And you write a short summary about, and you can see over here on the side what it'll look like in the Hiro player. You can select your theme colors. Then you can also decide what the availability will be for the episodes and how long they'll have those episodes. So you can have them released all at once. You can have them dripped out over a time period. You can have them released on a specific calendar date. And then you can allow them to have access forever, or the audio feed expires, or the episode expires. For this, I'm going to have all at once, and they can have access forever. Then we have some copyright details and the owner's email. Next, you can select whether they can play the podcast, your show, on other podcast players, or just force them to use the Hiro app, which allows you to have more information about each creator or each listener, and allows you to do other things like automate in-app messages. Next, we have the email that goes out to each user. You must have your email connected in order for those to send. Then you can edit the subject line and you can edit the access email. The link will be appended to that email regardless of whether you edit it or not. You can save as a draft or publish and then upload your audios. So if you have videos, those will automatically be converted to MP3s. So you can upload your videos if you want. Next, let's go into editing the episodes. And let me explain what we have. Right now, the episode is in draft format. You must have at least 1 episode live in order for listeners to access your show. Otherwise, the access email will not send. You can add listeners, but they will not get the email because they can't access an empty show. So let's give this episode a title. And you can do summary. You can have AI help you write this. And you can do an automatic transcription with AI. You can add in notes. So join our Facebook group. You can hyperlink into things. You can put in steps. I like to add in next steps. And this will show up in any player app, the notes will. But resources will only show up in the Hiro player app. So you can add in a video, a file, an image. So you select the type and you put in the name. Put in the link. Oh, don't want that one. Let me just grab one. There we go. I think that'll add it. There we go. And that will show up in the player. Next, we have some features that are only available for automations as well as the sales page. So for the sales page, you can set a show to be a sample on the Hiro no code sales page. And then with automations, you can set a show to be required. And if you click that and then you set up an automation to trigger if they don't listen to it, then it'll look to see, is this a required episode? All right. So I got that updated. Last, I'll just publish everything. Now I've got that show created. I would go through all the episodes and update them. Now, the next methods to creating a show are you can import from YouTube. So what you would do is connect to your Google, and then it would pull in your YouTube channels. You would then verify your account, and then everything will be imported. All your episodes, all your shows, everything about those. You can also import from an RSS feed. So if your show is on Apple Podcast, you can put in the name. So there's my show. And then I could click import and it would import the entire show. I will have to verify that it is my show. And then it would bring the whole show in. If your show is not on Apple Podcasts, you can just take an RSS feed and paste it in here and it'll import the entire show. And then lastly, you can import with a share code. So each show you can generate a share code and you just create a code. And then if I could give that code demo to anybody and they come over here and they import, they put in the code, and it would bring in the show, all the episodes, all the automations, everything, all the keywords, everything that's set up with that show. So it's a great way to share an entire setup of your show. And those are 4 ways in which you can automatically create a show or create a show from scratch in Hiro.